I am live. It is Harry Potter Day, part one. We got the whole Harry Potter medley to work on this week. It'll be fun. You should go to jollyrogerukulele.com and you should get the sheet music and join us. It's going to be super exciting to join. So I'm going to go post the email here right now. Paste, shift, link, enter, edit, settings, open. Update. My head doesn't seem to be in the right place today. All right, that should get everybody in here. First person in will say, "Sounds good, Gary," and that's our plan. Jolly Roger ukulele. We got harmonica. We got guitar. We got beginning ukulele, intermediate ukulele, advanced ukulele. There's no such thing as advanced ukulele, but more advanced ukulele. And it's super fun. We try to get together every day, Monday through Friday. Just play together, have something to do with the ukulele. Valerie shows up here. She says, Habagiri, Habagiri, sounds good. Manette is in. Manette, how's that ukulele treating you? Linda heard all the audiobooks when COVID started. Oh, do you listen to the audiobook? You know, I read Harry Potter's 1, 2, 3 and a half. And I was like, all right, I don't know. It's starting to be a lot of words. Starting to get where I don't really care what happens. And so, yeah. I read Lord of the Rings. I read book 1, book 2, book 3. And then there's this one, this Silmarillion was his epilogue to that. And I got halfway through that. And I'm like, no more trees. I'm out. So, yeah. Cindy, good to see you. Laurel, unhealthy air quality today. It feels horrible. I have stuff in my throat. It's unbelievable. Let's see what our latest update is. It is gross out there. Denver air quality. Enter, reload, and it says at this exact moment I'm getting an 81 in my neighborhood, which is almost unhealthy. Yeah, so it's supposed to get worse this afternoon. Rita in from Illinois, so glad you're here. Barbara and Jack are in also from Illinois. Cindy is in. Très désolé. Manette, wonderful. List loving it. I gotta send you an email with your tally on that, Manette. Wanted to make sure you were happy. Vic, as in just speaking of poor air quality, Vic's up there in Eugene, Oregon, and I think it's gotten hopefully a little better. Amy is in. Hey, Amy, welcome in. Marianne, clear skies. It's clear in Michigan. Okay, Michigan's going great. Okay. I love when you guys check in with your location and your weather report. I love that. I have to tell you, I don't know why. I just think it's a blast. I am still busy chatting. I haven't downloaded the music for today, so I better do that. Try not to sneeze. Ukulele. Sometimes things are alphabetized and sometimes not. All right, we're playing the Hogwarts medley. F, G. Hogwarts medley part 1. Okay, let's download that. Yes. Okay. Get out. Get out. Storage. Storage. Download. Ukulele. We have way too many songs, you guys. Way too many. What are we doing? Ruining our lives with this. Hogwarts medley. All right, how many songs do we have? I just want to scroll down. On Jolly Roger Ukulele site alone, let's go find out. Elizabeth is in. Hey, Elizabeth, hope you're feeling better. Christine, glad you're in from Bozeman. Diane's always awesome. Lindy's in. Lindy's taking the next couple days off to go do her job, which we don't seem to can't seem to get her straightened out. She should stop doing that. Jacqueline, uh, in Padre Island with my mom and sister. My mom loves it. Oh, hello, Jacqueline's mom and sister. Delighted you're letting her leave the beach for a while to play some ukulele. We're playing Harry Potter today, which is weird. It probably won't seem very beach like, but Mom, make sure Jacqueline plays you some Blue Hawaii, Sweet Leilani, Three Little Birds. I'm trying to think of what are our other island songs that we had. Well, let's go look it up. We'll find out. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Today's lesson is going to be short. It turns out that this piece of music, at least this first section of this medley, isn't terribly difficult. Um, Island music. Don't Blue Hawaii. Don't worry, be happy. Sweet Leilani. Three Little Birds. That's what she should be playing out there in Padre Island. I was in Padre Island one time back when I was a high school teacher, and it was gross. Uh, Cat is in, Patty's in, Red is here. Red loves Harry. We all love Harry. Sandy is in, Lanny is in, Evelyn last. Yeah, I know. Became aware I was teaching to myself in the middle of the last class. So yeah, I know. We'll fix it tomorrow. Gary and Diane, air puffer finally being delivered today with air quality of 20. Oh, you finally got air quality of 28. Yeah, yeah, right. I know. Well, it'll be better though, Gary. Right? Right. Linda's in. Manette, ukulele. Oh, and ukulele lady. Right. That's a nice island song. Yeah, of course. Okay, so Hogwarts medley. Here's the story. No, well, two things. Got to let everybody in already. Almost everybody's here. One, one, I moved all, as far as I'm aware, every piece of music is now in our members section. I think. I can't remember. I probably missed a few along the way, but if you are a member, you should be able to now just go to the member portal and find whatever you need there. It's basically built around topics, and so if you just want to work on some classical music or you want to work on cowboy tunes or whatever, it's all there. That way, this book that you have growing full of paper, and it's getting crazy. You don't necessarily need to carry that around. You could just play one of the tunes or whatever, or what, however. So no need for you to feel like, God, I got to have everything printed out. If you look through that list and you see something missing, please let me know. But I believe the member section is fully 100% updated as of today. I put all of the Tin Pan Alley stuff over there. I moved before we were calling the island stuff the reggae stuff, and it doesn't really fit. So I changed the name from reggae to islands, and I put a couple more tunes in there. And then, of course, I moved all the Stephen Foster stuff over there. So everything, if you're a member, everything should be on that page and easy to find. If you're not a member, what the heck, man? It's super cheap, and you have access to now. Let me just count up, including baritone music, 158 pieces of music. So that's a lifetime's worth of music. Um, Fleetwood Mac probably put out what 40 songs. Beach Boys maybe 60. All right, so take that, Beach Boys. Let's play the Hogwarts medley, and what we want to be thinking about in terms of Harry Potter is that it's yeah, there were 8 films. They took this basic theme and they changed it and reorchestrated it and did one thing or another. So there's lots of ways to hear this. There's lots of ways you have heard this music. And so this will be our version of it. And of course, feel free if you are in here and you're like, I like the way that sounds, to noodle around with it until it fits your ear a little bit better. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a part 1 today, part 2 tomorrow, part 3 on Thursday, and then I'm going to smash them all together. Remember when we did a couple of the Beethoven pieces and the Petzold piece? Uh, it was just made a whole lot of sense to study them section by section and then smash them together at the end. And so this is a piece of music that we did for orchestra a few years back, and it's not wasn't terribly difficult to play, and it sounds really good. And if I had my brothers, we would play it all the time. But I never did a tough uke line for it, and now you have a tough uke line for it, and so you can kind of choose which way to play it. Doesn't make sense to play it via chords because there are no words. Hey, Clay, welcome in. And so we're just going to play what we have here, and it's either melody or melody and chords together, and you'll have fun. Remember, for Friday, you want to dig out your arpeggio book and get started on the E flat major one. That's cool. There's a couple of fun things to talk about in that E flat major. So start taking a look at that arpeggio. And then this Friday, we will have our final wrap up of Ukulele Lady. Tonight You Belong to Me. If You Knew Susie, Ain't We Got Fun? And Yes, We Have No Bananas. So that'll wrap up this Friday. So don't let those go away quite yet. That's a great opportunity for you to practice those. Now, Harry Potter. This is your E minor, right? That's the one that you are used to playing, that you're not going to play this one at all in here. Okay. The problem is, in order to play that E minor, you have to have your pinky up on 7. Not going to happen. Okay. It just doesn't sound right. And so the whole thing isn't going to be good. So we have to use this E minor, which is up on 7 with your bar, a bar on 7, ring finger on 9. Okay. That's the E minor that we're going to use. The F major that we're going to use is slid down to the bar on 5, and that's the Ronnie chord. She's moving to New Mexico, so she hasn't been around. And then we're going to go, the A minor we're going to use is this A minor on 2. And there will come a point when we use a regular C. Down there measures 9 through a lot. Okay. Measure 25, we're going to use this E flat. Okay, the open string on the top. You got a D flat in here. We've never played it. It's very exciting. It's our first D flat. Big old bar on 1. Now the official B flat includes your pinky on 4. Okay, so that's D flat. And you'll recognize it because it's the same as the D chord, only it's moved back. Okay, D flat. And that's all your chord. No, I'm lying. I forgot. Down at 33, things are going to get real intense real quick. So 33, you've got your G chord. And then to get an A flat, which is really a G sharp, you just slide it up 1. Okay. But don't hit this top string or it will sound terrible. Right? That's not right. So what you're really going to be doing is G chord, A flat, G chord. That's that whole section will be G, A flat, G, A flat, G, A flat. Then at 36, you're going to go to a regular C, and then into a D. Okay, so just make sure you're really clear. That A flat, which is the G shape moved up 1, you cannot hit this top string. I have X's on it on the little chord chart. It's hard to see, but there's an X there. Don't hit that string or your life will come crashing to an end. I'm just trying to save you from doom. All right, let's see. Lynn made it in. Hey, Caleb. Caleb's trying to do work and learn ukulele at the same time. So, hey, Jennifer, welcome in. All right, now, ho, hi, hey, ho, hey, ho. It's off to playing the ukulele. Here we go. Let's play the melody. It's all over the fretboard. Lots of 7s, lots of 3s, lots of 8s, lots of 6s. It's going to be all over the place. John Williams, the guy who wrote this, has written a lot of important movie music in his lifetime. Like, he is the movie music guy. And so he's a legit composer. He doesn't care if stuff is easy to play. He cares if it sounds cool. And you are going to love once you get your hand around this. But it's not going to necessarily be just walking in the park. Okay? So hit the 0, and then the 7, and then the 3. And then the 3 again, and then go up to 8, 7, 6, 6, 7, 3, 0, 3, 3. Okay, so that whole little phrase there was going to get repeated in the next section. The other thing to notice in this standard notation, you see kind of a mess. Okay, it's in 6/8. But he's got some tied notes. He actually has some 16th notes that he uses. So it's bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. bum bum. That's what you get, the ba-dum bum. And we don't. I usually take all 16th notes out, but it doesn't. In this case, you have to have it there. Or it won't make sense. Okay, so let's try just that section again. Um, Vicky is in for Hogwarts, and Cindy says on or eighth fret on the second string in measures 1 and 3. You could do that. You could do that. It doesn't work with. It will not work with the bar chords though, Cindy. So the melody is fine if you want to. If you want to retab where you're fingering, move those threes up to eighths, but it doesn't work when you put in the bar. I thought of that and it doesn't work. So let's do this here. 7 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now it's in 6. So in my head, I'm sort of hearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm really playing it as 1, 2, 1, 2. And now we're going to switch to 3, 4 in a minute. So it's not going to matter that much, but it is a whole lot to get right and get really. Um, Good luck, Cindy. I thought about moving those dates too. It turns out that's going to be more of a problem than you think. Probably, maybe it might work. Um, Now, let's go to, let's do that one more time. But now measures 5 through 7 are fundamentally identical. So let's try that. So play all the way through into measure 8, and then something weird happens, and I'll talk to you about that. Okay, 7s and 3s. 1, 2. Bum. Okay, that's the thing. Now let's go through and add in the chords because Cindy's already working on the chords, refingering everything. That's what I'd expect from more advanced musicians. Okay, you've got this, you got this. Okay, now I have it listed as you're gonna hit a 0 bar chord. Let me get it on the right frets, and then it'll sound better. Then you got an F chord here. 7, 6. Back to that bar chord. That's where the problem with Cindy's idea is you got to get down to this note, and these eights are not going to necessarily play a good, decent role in that. But it might work for her. And then 3, and then an A minor. And again. And then let's do the whole idea again from 5. Okay. Give it a try. Let's play it through a few times, just see if we can get that. The next section is really easy, but this section is pretty challenging. 1, 2. Now, let me see. Let me think about this for a second. Cindy may have a point. So Cindy's idea is to add an 8 on the second string. I'm going to put that down as a possible. So instead of playing those 3s in the first measure, play an 8 on the second string. That might work out better. I initially did that, then I took them out, and I thought, no, that doesn't sound right. So give it a try. Working for me too, Cindy. No need to jump until you got it. Yeah. So So I think that's probably a decent idea. So you've got your bar on 7, ring on 9, and be ready to use your middle finger 8 on the second string instead of 3 on the first string. That way there's a little less motion. Let's give it a try. I think I might have been wrong. Sydney's right and I'm wrong. Isn't that weird? All right, this is the world we're living in. All right, from the top. Play down to your 5 or the 8, 7, 6. Back up. Okay, that's it. That's it. So I want to post the next version of this. I will change those threes to eights on the second string. It does feel to be a little bit more playable that way. Um, Also, it feels kind of nice to have that strum in there twice on the second seven. Sounds kind of fun. So, all right, let's play measures 1 through 8 one more time, and then let's talk about the rest of it. The rest of it is not too hard till the very end. Okay, 1, 2. I want to do it one more time because I blew it pretty good. Let's start from the top. 1, 2. I'm sorry, blew it. Start from measure 1. I'm gonna get through it. You guys are probably all like, I don't know if he's ever gonna get play it right. I'm all done. All right, from the top. 1, 2. Okay, there. That's gonna work. Now, here's the next musical thing that's of somewhat interesting idea here. One, I'm gonna repost this with the eights on there and the additional chords on there, and I think overall you'll be happy. Um, Overall, we'll call it the Cindy Amendment, and it'll make everybody happy. The next thing is notice that you are busy. You're starting off in 6/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which feels like 1, 2. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba da bum ba dum clunk. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay, so you're in that. When you hit measure 8, you're finishing 6/8 with bum, 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 and then you're immediately going into a 3/4 count, and that's where those two zeros in the tough uke are going to play a role. They're going to help you get into 3/4 count while you're technically exiting 6/8 count. So bum, ba da bum, 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 2, 3, dum bum bum ba dum bum ba, and then the speed will pick up. So then we get into Harry's Wondrous World, I think is what they called this section. And this is not hard at all to play, which is fun. And look at it, it's all C chords all the way for a long time. So let's play the melody, make sure we know how that goes, and then we'll put before we are out today, we'll put all these sections together. So let's just play the melody from measure 9. 1, 2, 3. Seven, 5, 8. Stop there because a naughty thing happens there. Okay, let's go back and let's play that section again from measure 9. 1, 2, 3. Stop there and just be happy that that's went pretty well. Notice your chords are not complex, C chords. And the only place it gets a little interesting, measure 25, you got an E flat, going to a D flat, going to an A minor, going to a C. So it's a very unusual chord progression there, but it's going to sound amazing. Here's where things kind of look like you should be able to do them, then you're not going to be able to do it properly. I tell all of my arrangers here in Denver when they're getting ready to turn in a piece of music for our orchestra to play that they are not allowed to use 16th notes, because over the years, dozens of them have been turned in with 16th notes in them, and we have never, ever, even one time been able to play 16th notes. So now you have a 16th note run that I am handing to you, and for those of you who think you're all that, okay, I'm looking at you. 02358 02357 585. If you're going too fast and you hit that 16th note, it's not going to go well. So here's my suggestion. Hit the 0 and the 3, skip the 2 and the 5. Okay. Okay. But if you want to try, and then play it twice as fast as that. And then slide up to the 7. Now remember, the 7 in measure 29 is going to feel just as fast because you have to be on that 7 within a 16th note. Okay, so really you're playing 0, 2, 3, 5, 7 lickety split in order to get it there. Now we have never, ever, ever even come close to doing that in our orchestra, and I have several players who are very advanced, who swear to goodness they're going to get it, and they never can get it. It's just too hard. Okay, so either when you're at your house, just slow it down. Okay, or just maybe don't even do it, right? Okay, I do think probably having your index on 5, ring on 7, pinky on 8 is probably going to be your solution there, just through that little weird section there. So measure 29. Let's play from there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's another weird section. So the 7-5-8-5 little repeating thing, you're going to get 2 chances to do that, but you only get 1 chance at 33 to get this 3043 business. Okay, probably ring finger. 3-0. Okay. Now, note major 36 is just a transition into the next piece of music that you'll get tomorrow. So don't worry about it not making sense as an ending spot. Bum, bum, bum. And I don't remember what comes next. But the idea is you got a couple of pretty challenging fingering exercises. Welcome to classical music. Okay. Now let's run through the tough act section, tough uke section from measure 8. Okay, measure 8. You're coming in, you're going to give a nice A minor. And you won't want to dilly-dally on these zeros because the speed of the thing is supposed to pick up, and you're going into a 3-4 section. Usually 3-4 sections feel like they're slowing down, but you're actually going to need to speed it up here. Okay, so you come in, A minor, O, O. Now we've got these. And I would suggest, because you're going to have to be constantly shooting for this 7, you're going to have to come up with a system for that works for you. So for me, I'm coming in at 3, 3, strum, 1, 3. So I'm probably often as possible going to use my index finger on this 3 to get a better likelihood of me getting my 7s correct. It's very hard to see a 7 coming up. Look down, make sure you're on it, and look back up in time, especially when we're doing 3-4 at 100 beats per minute. It's going to zip right along, and so you're going to have to get really good at hitting this 7, sometimes with your pinky, sometimes with your ring. Okay, so let's start from measure 8 again. 1, 2, 3. Bum, 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 bum. It's really hard to get there. Measure 32. I couldn't ever seem to get it right in practice either. Bum, bum. Yeah, so let's walk it from 29. Okay, from 29, whole thing. 1, 2, 3. that's what you're after. Okay. So practice it both with your thumb and with your plucking, and one of those ways is going to work out better in various situations on here. Let's play the whole thing top to bottom, and then I'm going to turn you loose on your own to work on this. Um, you know the songs because we've all seen the movies. Probably not all of you, but some. If you haven't, you should. They're pretty good. Um, and um, but the music itself, top level classical music, right? You're going to be all over the place. Going to have a lot of things that are hard. Going to have a lot of things where you're going to have to be very specific to this song. Like I'm going to have to memorize my finger goes here, even though I'd never put it there ever before. Okay, let's give it a try. From the top to the bottom, crazy slow. 1, 2. And then whatever comes after that. Okay. So, not a ton of, well, there's plenty of standard tough uke activities in there, but plenty of new ideas that we haven't done before. D flat. Who has a D flat? What is that? Is it E? Who needs a D flat? We need a D flat. You also have that crazy 16th run, which will be fun. We will always play it slower. We'll play it however fast I can play it, which is not 16th notes speed. And then, of course, those crazy G to A flat, G to A flat, G to A flat. Getting that right, it'll sound really cool if you can get it. So, uh, so there we go. This is Cindy and Gary's arrangement of Hogwarts Medley Part 1. Thank you, Cindy, for. I was positive that wouldn't work. I was like, no, that's never going to work. I'm going to just use a 3 there. But she's absolutely right. The 8s are way better. And let's see, when what's her name? J.K. Rowling sues me for copyright infringement. Cindy, you're paying the bill. All right. So tomorrow, this song is, I don't remember how long it is, but there's definitely some other sections that kind of go together. And that's coming up. You'll be getting that section as well. And then I don't remember if that's the last section or the middle section, but anyway, that will also be coming into your ukulele. This is a piece that you're not just going to be able to play through, right? You're going to have to spend some time coming up with your personal strategies of how to get the notes on the best. And since there are no lyrics, you have to really just know the music. And so if you don't know the music, if you're not a Harry Potter fan, then you should go listen to MP3 a bunch of times. You should really just sit down as I have done on innumerable weekends, and watch it from the beginning to the end. Usually on is it Freeform or what's the one? No, Syfy, Syfy. They will regularly run it from episode 1 through episode 8. Takes you 2 days to watch them all because they've run 400,000 commercials. By the end, you're absolutely positive you need to buy a ShamWow, and then so you should do that. All right, that's enough for today. You need some extra practice time, so I'm giving it to you. Let's see. Cindy, you're welcome. Oh wait, Cindy hasn't said thank you. Cindy's gloating right now. Uh, oh, she did say thank you. All right, Kat, have a great day. Vic, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be hard, but it'll be fun. Linda, good to see you. Jacqueline, back to your mom. Tell her she's awesome. Letting her daughter play ukulele on vacation. Um, uh, we're delighted you joined us today. Sandy, I guess I need to rent the movie. Yeah, you need to rent. It's not one movie, it's 8 movies. It should have been 3. It was really, really long, but I love every single. I have the whole thing memorized pretty much. Uh, Manette, good to see you. Keep playing that ukulele. 8 movies. Yeah, 8 movies. There are 8 movies. Not counting the spin-offs now. There's 2 other spin-offs. Both the first spin-off wasn't bad. The second spin-off was miserable. Um, so yeah, 8 movies. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Uh, all right, you bet, Kat. Have a great day, Lanny. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, right? It was the great as an orchestra piece. It's much harder as a solo piece, obviously, but it'll be fun. Patty, good to see you. Thanks. Thank you. See them from baritone ukulele coming out. If you haven't started playing baritone ukulele, you should get one. They're $250 and they're awesome. Amy, thanks for this. Is probably the only job. Oh, you don't know this one, Amy? For those of you who haven't, you might have been busy. There's a book series called Harry Potter, pretty famous. You should read it. I've read 3.5 of them or 4.5 of them. I don't know. At some point, they started to feel like I've done enough reading. I stopped. I will eventually finish them. I don't remember where I left off. And they made movies out of them, and the movies are great. And they got better and scarier and weirder as they went along. And so you should rent those too. They're awesome. And now you're playing the theme song from it, and you're gonna be 100% on board with Harry Potter. Finally, you're about a decade and a half late, but you're gonna get there. All right, Lynn, good to see you. Hedwig says adios. Hedwig is the owl. All right, why we have an owl why they named it after the owl? I don't know. And Elizabeth, your phone sounded like the Celeste part. and Elizabeth is paying attention to my ringtone. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a whole week of ringtones. Wouldn't that be fun? We used to have the Nokia one. Dun, 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 dun. I don't remember how it went. All right, Lanny. All right, Lanny. You get a hall pass. You earned it. Yep, Biggie. It's gonna be fun. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Keep practicing. It's gonna be an awesome piece of music. It's really gonna be one of those. It's gonna be hard. Gonna stretch us a little bit, and we're gonna be really proud that we have it when we're all done. Talk to you soon. Bye.